Hi there. This video is next week's New Year's extremely dicey, mild to wet and snowy weather forecast. UK 24. That's video. Press the thumbs on the side screen right now. The date today is the 31st of December, Sunday, guys. Last day at 23, guys, evening wise. So we get all the forecast right now. The place interested with the upper globe situation around the world globally. At the west coast of South America, east and central western region, North Pacific Ocean, upper global temperature, the North Atlantic, upper global temperature, the west coast of Africa, upper global temperature, and the Gulf of Mexico, upper global temperature. Let's see what's going on today, guys. Wow, fascinating! It's the New Year, guys. Here we go. Happy New Year, guys. Sunny in right now in 3 or 4 hours' time. Talking about the upper global temperature in the eastern, central, and western part of the Pacific region. Talking about a super El Nino. It's very powerful, bringing very hot weather across southeast Australia recently. Talking about upper global temperatures and the southeast Australia basically well above average. It's incredible, guys. Another coral reef event going around there, upper global temperature wise, and across the North Sea it's very hot at the moment, and across the North Atlantic very unusually hot for the time of the year for the winter, and across the northwestern part of the Pacific, well, the northwestern part of the Pacific Ocean is very hot at the moment. So very precursorily very hot next year, 2024 across northwestern Europe, 43 Celsius across the UK, potentially 45 maybe, and to about 45, maybe 50 Celsius across northeast America next year. This is my weather forecast in the year 2024 across the northern hemisphere, and it'll be very hot across southeastern parts of Asia around China and Japan of 60 Celsius and 60 Celsius across North Africa around these areas. I'm not joking. These are my forecasts, my temperatures. I could be wrong, but I'm not 85% about climate change and other things around the world globally going on. Well, it's definitely warming. It would have done without us humans anyway, naturally. So it's naturally going to happen eventually. So you just can't stop it warming up. Nothing you can do about it. This is the American, you name it, 6 forecast today. Talking about the American 6 geophysical model. Talking about what we're going on in the future. Talking about very unsettled weather coming in for a while. And then it gets very anticyclonic high pressure comes in. Now that high pressure depends where it goes. If it goes east, it doesn't cause anything. If it goes northwest and retrogrades up to this is what I like. Retrogration towards Greenland. That's what we call northern blocking. That's the way to go to cold weather from the northeast. Northeasterly winds open up, and the cold plunge of air comes from the northeastern Scandinavia. It's been very, very cold this winter in December. So we're going to keep an eye on that high pressure for the next 2 weeks of January 24 across the UK. And so like very unsettled weather for the next few days, especially on Tuesday in the new year. It's going to be very wet and horrible southeast southern regions. This is the upper air temperature across working time locally. Down here, talking about rainfall spikes down here. The red line's 30 average up temperatures working time locally. You see the white lines where the temperature's going. It's going to go above average as we go into the new year for a few days. And it goes well below it into the future, especially about -5 Celsius as we get towards January the 10th or so. It stays well below it into the new year. And yeah, talking about the operation run, the green line going up and down, so that's wobbling, so that's oscillating, so that's unpredictable. Could go up and down temperature in the future, there's no guarantee. And the rainfall spikes up through the roof into the new year, especially on the 2nd of January, across working time locally, and it goes down to average rainfall spikes across working time. I'm surprised some of these down here are snow outlayers or snow showers in the future. And this is the snow peg, you see there, guys. This is because working time locally. And it does look possible into the future. This is not a guarantee, but as you get into the 2nd week of January, you might get a lot of snow. You might get 5 centimetres of snow potentially, maybe 10 or 12 centimetres of snow lying on the ground potentially, maybe if the temperature's right, the dew point's right, potentially. It's not a guarantee. Probably won't happen, but it's probably going to be a mild new year eventually. And this is the upper air temperature. This is the American geophysical model we were looking at earlier. The upper air temperature -10 coming across the northeastern parts of England. So it's not that was a possibility we could get a cold new year, but it could be quite a mild stormy one again. And this is the outlay of mild storm we're coming from the Atlantic, up air temperature above average, down here for southeast regions. Very cold in northwestern parts of Scotland, higher ground there if you want to get snow. And this is the weather for Woking Town. This is New Year's Day. You talk about very well, you name it, guys. This way. Very New Year's Day, dry weather into the New Year's Day, wet in the afternoon. You see what's going on there. This is fascinating because working time locally. You see it gets cold in the new year, especially there in -0 in the morning potentially because working time locally. It's all to play for. You see what's going on. It stays out northwesterly winds, mountain away from the northwest. And this is Sydney. Talking about weather there being pretty hot and wet into the new year. And this is New York. You see what's going on there. It gets colder into the new year in New York. And this is London. It's very wet and it's cold, mild to start off, and it gets colder later on into the new year. And this is the, you name it, SSW, that towards the North Pole. It's not an SSW, it's displacement, so don't have to worry about too much. And this is the Arctic oscillation, it's -10, high pressure to the northwest of Europe, right, northwest of UK. The same here says high pressure over Greenland. He's scratching on the sun. It's going to be very stormy and very mild and hot new year. He's scratching on the sun. And you subscribe to my shit on Silent Jones, I'll be happy. Bye, everyone.